Oh, today we have a massive, massive episode. We've got the North American Champions Cup quarter-final first leg against Chivas, and then we've got a game against Cruz Azul, who are third in the league. So ordinarily, I would not be playing games this close together, but this is quite a massive part of our season because we've got 4 games here, all one after another. The first one, like I said in the intro, is the North American Champions Cup quarter-final first leg against Chivas. And then we have the league game at home against Cruz Azul, who are, I believe they're third in the league anyway. Yeah, they're third in the league. And then after that, we have Tigre, who are second in the league, and the second leg of the North American Champions Cup quarter-final against Chivas. And ordinarily, I would skip the 2 games in between and do these 2 games, or I'd record this one off camera and just do these 2. But it just feels like this is a massive part of the season because the games against Cruz Azul and Tigre, if we lose both of them games, we are going to be in a perilous position in terms of qualifying for the top 6, let alone finishing top of the closing stage of the American First Division. We have only played 1 game since you were last with us yesterday. Yesterday we had the games against Querétaro and Chivas in the North American Champions Cup, second round, second leg. That was the most one-sided game of football I've played in a long, long time. I even cut off the highlights halfway through if you didn't watch it. Since then we played Tijuana, 1-0 win away from home. It weren't a particularly good performance. Again, we only had 2 shots on target, 10 shots in total. It took for them to have a player sent off and go down to 10 men before the first highlight in the first minute of the second half, Marco Antonio de la Torre getting the only goal of the game. And yeah, it was just another one of those games where we've played a bit meh. And that seems to be a lot of the games. The game against Querétaro, we weren't particularly good in that one. Can't really judge these 2 games because of how bad the opposition were. Then we lost against Chivas the last time we played them just a few weeks ago. And yeah, we've just Santos Laguna, who are also up in and around the top 6. We lost against them. We don't seem to do too well against the teams that are up in the top 6. Monterrey, for example, being another example of that. But anyway, let's get over to the Matchday Centre. Let's get straight into the first game, which is that first leg of the quarterfinal against Chivas in the North American Champions Cup. And here we are for the game, and we are at the Matchday Centre. We've still got Clavery out injured for 6 days. He will miss both games of today's episode, but he should be back for tomorrow's episode where we play the quarterfinal second leg and the game against Tigre. Also, I've made another change in the fact that Atalo Roas has not been great recently. He's had a couple of very good games, but again, he's been inconsistent like the rest of the team. I just felt like making a bit of change. Albuquerque comes in for his first start in quite a while, actually, to be fair. And also, Rodriguez comes back in as well, so he slots in at left back. Gallegos goes at right back, and Oscar Flores is back on the bench. The team for today's game is Fabinho in goal, Rodriguez left back, Gallegos right back, Felix and Raul in the middle, Contreras, Mendoza and Ocampo in the midfield, De La Torre and Albuquerque out wide with Layet up top. Let's get into it. And this is a huge game. It's the North American Champions Cup. It's the quarter-final. Obviously, we want to be winning this because it's part of the Pentagon Challenge type thing. So, yeah, if we can win this, then we'll be in with a good chance of getting into the semi-final. Hopefully, like I say, we can then go on and win this tournament, get the Pentagon Challenge out of the way, and try and enjoy life in Mexico, because at the moment it's been quite stressful. With how poor we've been, it has been a stressful time in Mexico. Mendoza's had a great run. He's put the ball in the box, and Layet has put the ball in the back of the net for his 32nd goal of the season. I mean, he's a strange player, Layet, because I can't deny he is a phenomenal striker. I mean, 32 goals this season is incredible. But there's also games where he just doesn't turn up. And it's so frustrating because we've all seen how good he can be. And don't get wrong, out of them 32 goals, when he's scoring 4 or 5 against Chibao, for example, you could say it's a little bit misleading. But here we go with another highlight. We've got De La Torre gives it to Rodriguez out on the left-hand side, who can motor down the left wing, Can he get across it? Oh, he's just about kept hold of the ball. And a Campo with a shot that might have skimmed the crossbar. I think it did. It says that we've hit the woodwork. So, yeah, I think he just skimmed the crossbar with that one. This obviously is the home leg, so we do need to try and take an advantage from this leg into the return leg against Chivas in tomorrow's episode. There is, I think there's about a week between playing against Cruz Azul and playing against Tigre. Might even be a little bit more than a week. So we do get a little bit of a rest, which will be greatly appreciated. Mendoza has a free kick, puts it in the box towards Laet, and Laet's header goes over the crossbar. So close yet so far. 2 minutes to be added on, and that is the end of the first half. What we say now, I'm happy so far, especially against their rivals, but you've got another gear in you for the second half. Can we do that while we pump fists? Yes, we can. Perfect. And I mean, they didn't really react a great deal to it, but, you know, hopefully. I mean, you look at the heat maps, and we've definitely been in control of this game. 77% possession. And yeah, that just indicates how much control we've had of this game. But it's not going to be much use to us if we end up conceding here. Fabinho with a very good save. I don't know what that was, just heading the ball to one of their players. The highlight has now thankfully ended. But yeah, we do need to try and make this dominance count. And at the moment, it's not. Hugo Gallegos is aggressive. I think we'll leave him be for the time being. Delator is playing poorly, so we bring on Solbas for him. And I think Contreras can come off and Enzo Fernandez can come on for him as our second change. We have a corner now. Liet will take it from this right-hand side, puts it towards the back post, and it's gone over the bar. It's another header. It's another attempt off target. 9 attempts, only 3 on target. I really do need to work out a way of being able to get us to have more shots on target, really. Right. I'm kind of wanting to bring a Campo off because he is looking a bit tired, but I think I'm going to bring Gallegos off for Oscar Flores. And Alba Karaki can come off for Italo Roas. Bringing Karaki in hasn't really reaped the benefits that I was hoping. But yeah, I mean, it has been quite a tight game. Like I say, we have absolutely... Look at all the red on that heat map. We have dominated possession, but we've not really made it count. And we're heading towards added on times with 5 minutes added on at the end of the first half. The second half. And that is the end of the 5 minutes. That's the end of the match. We take a very slender lead into the second leg. We should have had another goal or two. We really should. And I think, I don't want to be too negative, but I think we could be made to regret that. But anyway, let's move on to the next game against Cruz Azul in the league. And it's another massive game and another important win we need to get on the board. And here we are then for the game against Cruz Azul. We are at home again in this game. We have made one change. Solbas has come in for Delator on the left-hand side. Just sort of give it a chance, see what happens. Fabinho in goal, Rodriguez left back, Gallegos right back, Felix and Raul in the centre of defence. Contreras, Mendoza and Ocampo in midfield. Solbas, Alba Karaki and Laet are our front three. So let's get into it and hopefully we can pick up a win. As you see, we are top of the table at the moment. Tigre second, Cruz Azul third, with Pumas fourth, Puebla in fifth and Chivas in sixth. Santos Laguna and Monterrey also hovering just outside this top 6 area. Being on 26 points, we are currently 9 points ahead of Santos Laguna with 5 games to go. So you'd like to think that we are going to make it in the top 6. I would like to win the first division closing stage, but it didn't do me any good winning the opening stage. So as long as we finish in the top 6, that's all that really matters to me. But like I say, we have a pretty poor record against teams in and around this top 6. So I would like to actually put that right here. I was about to say we are playing in our away kit, but we're not. We're in a home kit because we're at home, obviously. So that was a highlight for Cruz Azul. We do play in blue when we are away from home sometimes. A lot of the time we still play in a home kit because our kits don't tend to clash with the opposition too much. We do have a highlight. Laet is through. Oh, is it the post? Solbas picks up the loose ball, gives it back to Rodriguez. Mendoza to Contreras. Here's Gallegos. Oh, the shot took a deflection and the keeper was able to save it. But again, we've hit the woodwork, not able to get a shot on target. Layette really... This is what I mean about how he's frustrating sometimes, because we've seen how clinical he can be with 32 goals this season. And then he has a one-on-one opportunity like that and he hits the post. He should have just tucked that in the bottom corner. He really, really should have done. Right, we have a corner. Solbass will take it from the left-hand side. It'll be an in-swinger. Goes towards the near post. Oh, we've hit the post again. Oh, we put it in. I think it's an own goal. Yeah, it was an own goal. I think Raul or Brian Felix would have been close to that. But again, we hit the post. Let's get a look at it here on the highlights. Solbass puts the ball in. It was Mendoza whose header hit the post. And then Raul got to the ball, but the Cruz Azul defender was the one that got the last touch. So it is an own goal. I don't care if it's an own goal. I don't care who gets the goals, to be quite honest, as long as we get the goal. But we are in that unique position where we're 1-0 up and we've not had a shot on target. So we had 8 shots at goal, but not a single one on target. We've hit the woodwork twice. Here's Mendoza again, who made that goal to Layette. Beautiful ball to... Oh, he's hit the post again. Oh, my word. I think that was offside, so it's not going to count as hitting the woodwork. We've hit the woodwork twice in what is allowed to be called hitting the... Oh, there you go. Rail deciding to shut me up because I was mumbling a bit, or rambling rather, should I say. But Rail with the goal from Layette's corner. And here it is, puts the ball in towards the back post this time. And Rail gets up above everybody else to make it 2-0. And we are in a very good position as we go in at half-time, 2-0 up. 2 goals from 2 shots on target. It's nice to see that happen to us for once. Much better XG, hit the woodwork twice, dominated possession. Yeah, we've been the better team. Cruz Azul have not even had a shot on target yet. They've only had 2 shots in total. So let's get the second half underway and let's see this game through. Let's not mess it up. Let's not end up Layette's through. I've got to think that's offside. It's not offside. It is going to count. Layette with, I believe, his 33rd goal of the season. It's 3-0. I kind of didn't really celebrate that a great deal because I was expecting him to be offside. Here's Gallegos with the ball. That really did look offside to me. I mean, I'm assuming it wasn't because I'm sure the game would have picked up on it, but that really did look close to being, well, it was close to being offside. But yeah, Layette with the goal, 3-0, perfect way to start the second half with a goal. And they now have a corner from the left-hand side. Fabio to take it and in-swinging it towards the near post. Fabinho's made a really good save there from a header at close range. That very nearly was 3-1 and a route back into the game for Cruz Azul. They now have a throw-in over on that left-hand side again. Ball goes into the box and this time they have scored. Fabio Blanco with his 5th goal of the season. Fabinho couldn't stop it. 66 minutes gone. It's now 3-1 and what I am going to do is I'm going to drop to a balanced mentality. There's no point, we don't need to be positive or attacking or anything like that. Now they have another corner. It is all for Cruz Azul at the moment, and that is a clearance off the line. We need to do something. Well, I think I need to make a substitution because we are hanging at the moment. We really are. And they still have the ball. They can still come back at us again. They're through. Oh, and it's over the bar. That was very wasteful. They should have scored that, really. And yeah, I kind of feel like we're in a bit of trouble at the moment. So Ocampo will come off for Fernandez. We'll bring him on in that role as the advanced playmaker. And I'm kind of thinking we might take Raul off, bring Renan on. Just give us some fresh legs in defence and in midfield is kind of what I'm thinking. Right, we have another highlight. This time it starts with us at the very least. Here's Rodriguez, gives it to Mendoza, and he just gives it away. Oh, I don't like how this is going. We're not going to surrender a 3-0 lead, surely. Surely we're not. Albuquerque. Oh, what is he doing? Oh, my days. This cannot be happening. How many times are we going to be our own worst enemy? I don't want to see a stupid Poxy highlight. Oh, oh no. I don't know how we surrendered a 3-goal lead. And there you go, it's 3-3. We're going to lose. We're going to be 3-0 up and we're going to lose against Cruz Azul. I just don't know with this team. I really don't. It's not even the fact we're inconsistent from one match to the next. We're inconsistent. I mean, we were brilliant up till we scored in the 48th minute. And then Cruz Azul have got 3 goals from 4 shots. I mean, right, Rodriguez can come off for Oscar Flores and we swap them 2 over. And Albuquerque can come off and Roas can come on there. Oh, I don't believe this. I really don't. They've scored 3 goals in 11 minutes to pull the game back from 3-0 down to 3-3. Can we get 5 minutes of time to be added on? Ball into the box. Oh, we scored! Enzo Fernandez, his first goal of the season. I didn't even register him for the opening stage of the Mexican First Division. That is his first ever goal since I've been here anyway. What a game of football. We're now 4-3 up. Flores had the ball, puts it into the box, and Enzo just guided it into the corner. Oh, it's forfeit. Please don't throw this away now. Please. Oh, what's going on? Oh, we've got a free kick. Hopefully this isn't going to hit the wall and then they counter-attack and score to make it 4-4. Because I think I may throw my PC out the window if it does. Right, Mendoza takes it, gives it to Solbas, and Solbas has scored. It's 5-3, his 9th goal of the season for Ricardo Solbas, and I can actually rest easily now that we are going to get all 3 points. I'll tell you what, you probably loved this game because it has been a terrific game of football. And we went 3-0 up. They pulled it back to 3-3 with 3 goals in 11 minutes. And then 2 goals, both in added on time, giving us the 5-3 win against Cruz Azul. I mean, it says we've blown them away. We almost didn't. But yeah, anyway, there you go. That's where we stand at the moment. Top of the table. Tigres do still have a game in hand, as do Pumas and Santos Laguna. The rest of them we'll forget about. But that is a massive win and a double win episode as well. We have got 13 days actually until we play our next game, which you will be here for in tomorrow's episode. And that will be the game against Tigre. And then 4 days later, the North American Champions Cup quarter-final second leg against Chivas. So we could end the week very, very much in a good position, or it could all go horribly wrong. You'll find out tomorrow. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.